Let's go over all of the drops that were added to Visual Quest Worlds this weekend like we do every Sunday on this channel. Let's get into it. Okay, so first set of drops that were added throughout the weekend are the ones from the Zero Mech and Sys Zero here on the Zero Paradox map. So there are 4 drops. I just have the Mecha Guard here. That's an old drop, but it's what the armor is based on, and you can get there as well. It's not a new drop. So you have the armor, looks like that, looks the same on male basically. And then you have the helmet as well. Helmet took quite a while to get, and I didn't get the dual wield or the single version of the dual wield that I have here for the weapon. These weapons are rare. There's single and dual wield for them, and I didn't get the single, and it spent quite a while, and it didn't get the drop. So there is also single. So 2 weapons, helmet and armor are new drops from them, and they dropped from the Sys Zero guy, which, if I can complain for a second, this guy has a lot of HP. 500k. This guy has 30k, which is one-shottable. So you will miss the drop a lot. If you're not on the ball, or if you're using a single target class or whatever in this room, this guy just gets zeroed out instantly. Meanwhile, you spent like a long time farming the high HP guy, and you don't get any reward for the drop. The way they do this drop doesn't make any sense. Maybe both of them should have the drop or something, because the drop in here is ridiculously dumb. The way it drops. Okay, the mech suit itself is seasonal rarity, and you only get the drops off the smaller guy in that room, if I didn't make that clear. So yeah. Okay, next set of drops. These are some Korey stuff from the map Lost Villa. These drop from the mutated atrocity down in the basement. Head all the way to the right if you want to find this guy. 4 drops in total off this guy, and it looks like they're awesome rarity. So you have the cowl here. That one that looks like that. Put a CC on there, not too bad. And then you got these as well, the rippers, shredders, some gauntlets. This morph here is a new drop as well. And lastly, this scythe is also a drop, awesome rarity. Cool little animation on the scythe blade. On that one, doesn't look too bad. So nice color scheme and everything. So yeah, some 4 drops there from that guy. Okay, next set of items are from the Legion Arena map. You can talk to Extras here and open up the shop. You actually need a sword to open the shop. I think you can get the sword from one of these quests here, but if there's a requirement, yeah, I think might be a Soul Keeper blade. Yes, it is a Soul Keeper blade, this one right here. You need this item to open the shop, so check your bank if you've been here before, or farm for it if you want to open up the shop. So this is the new set that they added to this. So you got male, female one there. I think there is, yeah, so some new weapons to go along with it. These swords and axes and such, and there's a few other items in the shop if you've never been in here before. Maybe you don't have it unlocked or whatever, but helmet with the up and down visor would be cool as a clickable, but it does change. They did change it quite a bit there. Well, the lighting on it changes, so maybe not viable for clicking. A little hood variant as well there. A few capes, actually not really any capes, might be 1 cape there, but anyway, so there. Showed you everything in the shop, and it's all new merch stuff you can get there in the Legion Arena map. The actual release for this week was the Sunk Chambers. Probably said that just terribly wrong, but anyway. So this armor is in the merge, and a few other items. Nothing too crazy. I mean, pretty cool. Helmets look nice. Armor's alright. The cape actually has like a gradient thing going on. It's like kind of transparent, which is unique for a cape in the game. And then there's some drops from the ghoul looking guy there, which I noticed they almost certainly took inspiration from a Fallout ghoul with the like missing nose and everything there, which is really funny to see. All right, from the boss here we have some scorpion drops. 4 of these. There's 9 in total drops. So got a hairstyle, a headdress, another hair, looks pretty good, and a veil. So yeah, pretty nice. This cape right here, also a drop. Sizing your player for that. This staff right here, also dropping. I haven't seen that equipped yet. What's it have on the end of it? I don't know what that is. If anyone knows, let me know. And the last 3 drops from the boss here are this saber, and the saber plus, or just a shield, and then 2 sabers. You don't get a saber plus shield. I think maybe that's a merge shop thing. But anyway, so you got the saber, shield, and sabers. So single dual wield. And that's all of the drops this week. Along with the drops, there were a few featured gear shop items added, so let's quickly go over those at the end here. So we have the new set, which is just a color swap of the one you can get in the merge, which looks all right. This one is rarity, so not too bad. It's not too bad looking, so maybe consider that one. I think this one's also new. It's like the armor the boss has put in the shop here. Also a rare item in the featured gear shop, so might want to check that one out as well. And then I think that's the only, I think that one's from last week. I might be wrong, but I think that's from last week. So for weapons, you have like the blue silver version, pretty nice looking sword, of the ones from the merge shop as well. So basically just a bunch of recolors in the featured of, or I guess maybe these were the original and the recolors are in the other shop. I'm not sure which way around it goes, but you get the rare variants of the stuff that's in the merge. If you'd like to get that, if I can find, is there any more in here? Any more weapons? Maybe not. That one might be new. I think that one's from last week. For helmets, pretty sure we'll have probably the same selection that was in the merge as well. Autumn, bright, classy. Oh, it's fall, fancy. Where is it? There we go. So you got that one. Yeah, so you got the helmet up one, you got the hood. Yeah, so same stuff. You have the queen face with CC hair on that one. Just the one without the hair. You have a male version of the boss, which is funny looking. And I think that might be it for the new stuff here for helmets. Yeah, so a few helmets there. For capes, what do we got? What do we got for the capes? That one's new, I think. Little blue piece of fabric. It's like a really old school looking cape back in the day. Then, yeah, so not really any capes there. Pets, I don't think there's any new pets this week. Could be wrong with that. Don't remember there being any. Yeah, no new pets. And some of the stuff has been in the shop for a while, eh? It's from last week, I think. Or are these new? I don't know. Seasonal. The little books the ducks have is great. And then, yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, that's everything. So, you know, bit of a featured gear shop update with some rares in there as well. Looking for that, thought I mentioned it at the end here. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like on it if you watched to the very end, and check out last week's if you missed that one, because there's some drops that are still available in the game for sure, and maybe you haven't got them yet. So we're in the week before that, and the week before that, there's a whole playlist on the channel, so check it out, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.